Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll be talking about how to transition from high school in Ghana to college in the US. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Yvonne. I graduated from Columbia University in 2023. I studied biomedical engineering and computer science, and I currently work in research. First things first, it is a multi-year long journey, and it is going to take a lot of effort and a lot of preparation. So just get that into your brain, just work yourself up to it and be ready to put in the effort. So you're going to have to submit an application. Multiple applications actually, if you're applying to multiple schools. And I'm going to touch on the timeline for applications. So if you want to attend in 2025, it's best to begin the application the year prior. Actually, you do have to begin the application the year prior because applications will open in August, so 1st of August of the year before the year you want to attend. Then we have certain deadlines. So early action or early decision deadlines are usually 31st October or 1st November in 2024. Let's say we want to attend in 2025. And the decisions would come out midweek in December of 2024. Then we have a regular decision deadline, which is usually 1st January 2025. That's the year you want to attend, and decisions would come out in March 2025. So my advice is to start as early, and early is never too early. As early as Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, start. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is the application. What do we use? What do we use to apply? I don't know. You tell me. So you're going to be using the Common app. The Common app. I'll have the links in the description down below. And the components of your application will include all these things. There's the SATs. What are the SATs? What is the ACT? I don't know what that is. Tell me what it is. It's the exam or the test that you would have to take as part of your application requirements. You would have to register with the College Board and write in September of the year in which you are applying. So if you're applying in 2024, you write in 2024. I think it's best to do that if you can write much earlier, say in March 2024. That would be the best, and it would save you a lot of time, a lot of headache, especially during the application process. So I'm going to list out some online resources that you can use. We have the College Board and Khan Academy. I cannot underestimate Khan Academy. I use that. I was on that site 24/7. But yeah, books that you can get online. We have the Barron's, Princeton Review, Kaplan, the Black Book, and College Board also has a test prep book. And usually these books would have like examples of like questions that you can test yourself on, and you can practice questions that you can use to make sure that you're staying up to par with your studying for the SAT. And particularly in Ghana, there are a lot of test prep centers that you can go to have classes. The two that I know are Aiken's Educational Consult and AFEX Test Prep. So, and there are definitely many more. I just know these two main ones. So look into them. Another component of your application will be your extracurricular activities. What are you doing outside of the classroom? What clubs are you in? What initiatives are you starting out in your community? Just like having that part of your application just adds like a holistic view. It gives the admissions officers a holistic view as to who you are. And I would suggest doing a lot of things, or not a lot. I would suggest doing things that you're interested in So joining clubs that you actually have a genuine interest, not just because you want your application to look pretty, you know. The next part would be your essays, and you would have to write a Common App essay and a school-specific supplementary essay. Depending on the school, some schools might have 2 or 3 essays. Just prepare for that. Then you will need 2 to 3 recommendation letters, 1 from your school counselor and 2 from 2 different teachers that teach you. Another aspect of your application would be your transcript, which you would obtain from your school's administrative office. Yeah, I think that's it. From what I remember 5 years ago. Yeah, so a lot of the things that admission officers are looking for, again, are holistic candidates. We want to see that beautiful, like, people who are involved in more than just sitting in the classroom and being able to, like, get 100% on all their exams, right? Yeah, so that's it for the application as far as I remember on the Common App. If you're going to be applying for any financial aid or any scholarships, you would also have to submit the College Board CSS profile. And I would also link that in the description. You would have to submit your financial documents and your parents' financial documents, all that financial history, so that they know whether or not you're eligible for financial aid of any sort. Yeah. Another thing I would like to touch on is the resources that may be available in your locality. Number 1, Education USA. What is Education USA? Well, they're an advising center, usually associated with the U.S. Embassy that's in your country. They have a really wide geographical outreach in over 175 countries across the globe. So definitely check them out. In Ghana, I know there's a branch in Kumasi and there's also one in Accra. The one in Accra is the one I'm more familiar with, but I would link them down in the description below. You can check them out later. Also, a really helpful club that I was part of is the Competitive College Club, which is also sometimes associated with the Education USA Advising Center. Shout out to my patron at Gabriel Senior High School. Yeah, that club was literally what I didn't even know about the SATs before I joined that club. I didn't know anything. I just knew, you write an exam. Like, I didn't know about the whole application process, all that. And I joined that club. And I later became the president. But yeah, I would say join that club if you have it on your college campus, on your high school campus. And make sure you're as involved in the club as possible, because you would get a lot of information, a lot of resources, a lot of knowledge, and it's also a really great way to connect with like-minded people as well, just so all of you, strengthen each other in this journey that you're about to take. Okay, so the question is, how did I prepare? I don't remember. Okay, so I have books dedicated to the whole application process, and I am going to show you these books of old. The first one is this darling book right here. The cover is even torn. Oh my goodness, this book suffered. Okay, so let's open it up to the first page. Okay, so what did I have on it? I wrote learning for the SATs and for universities abroad. That's what I wrote on it. And I was in Form 2S1, 2 Science 1. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's open the first page. Yeah. Oh. Equation. I just have equations on here. Oh my goodness. Equations on the second page. And on the third. Okay, let's get to the good stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. So this is where I drafted all of my essays. I had so many drafts because I was in college and we did not necessarily have access to stable Wi-Fi. I mean, I was in high school. Why did I know I was in college? Yeah, so I would write down all of my essays. I wrote down all the clubs that I was in. So this says current life. And I was part of HOSA, favorite vessels. But yeah, I was part of a number of clubs on campus. And here's also where I wrote the draft to my school's administration for my transcript request. So just having that book to like write down all the things you have to do, write down all your essays, all your ideas, carrying this book everywhere around with you, because you're not always going to be behind a computer 24/7, especially if you are a student on campus. So just having a draft book, very, very important, right? So this was for studying for the SATs and also for like drafting my essays, like writing rough drafts and all that. Then I had another book called App. So tiny up there. But in this book, this is where I did all my college specific research. So I'll write down every college, write down like little notes beside each and every college, where they were located, specific things about them, their deadlines, then schools based on the major that I wanted to study, just all of that. Like I think like the first 10 pages of this is just like curating the list over and over and over again based on all the research that I did. So like schools that would give financial aid or scholarships to international students, all that. It was a lot of night work. But yeah, this was the book that I had for college specific applications. And then I'll write down all of the things that I needed. So my CSS profile, my college board stuff, the schools I wanted to apply to, early decision, regular decision, and early action. Yeah. And then if there were like specific questions on the applications that I just wanted to have here, I'll just write those down so that when I'm not in front of a computer, I know how to tackle those questions. Right? So just having all of that in a book is super helpful. So in essence, I had 2 books for my applications. Then I had another book for my essays, so the polished versions of my essays. Having done my college-specific research with all the info that I need, curating all the universities based on their deadlines, their majors, financial aid programs, and all that, I would list all the colleges that I was going to apply to and all of their essays in here. So I would know what to write in here. It's a whole process. But yeah. Another thing I would recommend is having a file for all of your documents. You are going to need that. And the first document I have here is a printed version of the common application. I would say this is a really helpful guide, just getting up to speed with what is required on the actual application, especially if you are still on campus in high school and you're not yet at home. Just having this to look at it and to familiarize yourself with what is required is just super helpful. So I have this with me all the time, just looking at it, knowing what the application what exactly I would be required to put on the application is just very helpful. But you will not be submitting the paper application, submit it online. So my vacation time, what did I use my vacation time for? I took classes at test prep centers. I also did personal study time, a lot of research into these schools, all these papers. And I also attended events that would help me polish myself and prepare myself for college in the US. So there was the Yale Young African Scholars Program, amazing program. I applied and I got accepted and I went. And I also attended a couple of events that were hosted by Ahaspera Young Professionals. And these 2 programs, I got to know them through the competitive college club. Very important. Okay. Another thing that I would recommend is having a flash drive to carry all your data and a Google Drive account to upload all the data that you have here to that account. And Google gives you 15 gigabytes for free. Use it. Because there was this one time I almost lost all my files, and that was not a happy day. That was a very sad day. You know, it's like all your hard work just gone. No, you don't want that happening. So definitely create a Gmail account, get that free 15 gigabytes, and upload all your data periodically. Because when you update here, you upload to the cloud. And the last thing is read your emails. Read those emails. Because you never know what kind of opportunity you would miss if you did not read your emails. Yeah. Okay, so after admissions, what next? What next? You know, you've gotten into your dream school. It's all happy-go-lucky. You're excited. What do you do to prepare? Now, most schools would have an international office, so they would reach out to you. They would send you information that you need. They will send you like a detailed outline on what to expect. Most importantly, they will send you some documents that you would need to apply for the student visa. So you get those documents, pay the necessary fees and all that. You apply for the visa, go for the interview, and get your plane ticket and come to college. Yay! No, that's not where it ends. Another thing that I did to prepare for college. So I had another book. Look at this beautiful, gorgeous book called After WASI. What did I do after WASI to prepare? I took classes on Khan Academy, because you know the American educational system have like some small, like tiny differences in the nomenclature that they use in classes and whatnot. So just getting up to speed on that was really, really helpful for me. So I took algebra, and then I took pre-calculus at my own pace, literally at my own pace, just making sure that I just brush up on what it means to attend college, what it means to have like an American high school degree, or what it means to study in an American high school, and how the information is presented, because it would be different for different schools. For different educational systems in the world. So just having that, super helpful. Okay. So, a summary. Start the process early. Start early. Do your own research. Dedicate lots and lots of time into this process. Watch a lot of YouTube videos, read a lot of articles. Let your social media algorithm work for you, because there are a lot of pages out there where people are sharing like really helpful tips, helpful knowledge. You're in the digital age, It was different 5 years ago. Everybody has a phone. Oh, my phone's here. At this point in time, like when you go home, let all these online resources work for you, and be willing to put in the effort to doing all the research that you need to do, to gain all the knowledge about the entire process that you need to gain, and to understand it and to familiarize yourself with it. Cool. Next thing, utilize all the resources that are available to you. Education USA, test prep centers, clubs, the CCC. Do it. And the last, but the most helpful, is don't be afraid to rely on your support networks. Your family, your teachers, your mentors, your seniors in school, prayers, all that. You are going to need it, because this is a multi-layered process, and at every step you will need support. I cannot underestimate it, right? You need people to support you and to support your efforts. And people are willing to invest in somebody who is willing to put in the work. And if you show them that you're putting in the work, you will reap the benefits, right? So make sure to contact your mentors, your teachers at the appropriate times within your application process, so you do not burden them so much with last minute requests. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and all that jazz. And yay to my first YouTube video. See ya.